Well, we are here. Okay, so let me just grab all this and then I will say the very good greetings. Okay. Alright, so we are live. I don't have my clock. As per usual. There we go. Alright, so we get that started. Alright, thank you everybody tuning in. We're just going to go straight to it because I do want to get some games in, and I think now I'm at the point where I have to start really paying attention to the game. Obviously, like I do pay attention to what's going on, but now I really have to lock in. I think I have to lock in and just say, okay, this is this is what's going on now. Because in the last stream, I got not blocked, but I was at a point where, because normally I would just start running over. I've been running over people, and now I'm no longer running over people. I'm still getting some wins, but it's not what it was, and that's something I got to pay attention to. So here we go. Yeah. All right. There's also 4 days left in the season. So, I gotta remember. So the season ends in... No, the calendar. Calendar. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So season ends on Monday. Okay. All right. Yeah, season ends on Monday. So very likely I'm going to try to do a stream on Monday. Ooh, what's this thing in the center? I have no idea what this thing is in the center. Is this the first time I've seen this? Or maybe it's just part of the platform. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, well, anyways, if you are tuning in, I appreciate it. So today we're going to be, we're just going to be playing some ranked. We're still in Platinum 4. We did get to Platinum 5, but we got to get back there. So here we go. Yeah. All right, so I have no idea what I was going to talk about. Oh, yeah. Did I stream on... I think I streamed... When did I last stream? I have to remember this. By the way, if you are here, be sure to hit the like button. Even though now, I guess, if you listen to the pro YouTubers like Ken, like doesn't really mean anything. It's all about the subs. So yeah, hit the sub button too. So what was I gonna say? The last stream I did was that? Yeah, that was on. It was on Tuesday. Yeah, when I came back from my birthday trip. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, when I came back from my birthday trip, it was Tuesday. So I'm going to explain something that happened after that stream. Or not after that stream, but actually, yeah, it was right after that stream. So what happened was I went to bed and I went to work the next day. Or actually, I did the same routine as I normally do every day. You know, I get up at 4:40 in the morning, or now I get up at 4:40 in the morning. I work out. I do some either kettlebell or dumbbell based on the day. I alternate days. And I go to work, and then I come home. And then either I study or I stream. But on Wednesday, I went to work, and I just felt like crap. I felt like... Now, it's not because I just came back from vacation. I had to ask myself, is this because I'm back from vacation? I was like, no. The reason I felt like crap was because when I was on vacation... Oh, I gotta turn back on stream. The reason is because when I was on vacation, I noticed that I was struggling... Oh, okay. Yeah, we might be in trouble here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get one from Miss Pedler before we go. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Okay, so we might lose 2. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to use Mayhem to get over there. Because if I can, the game's over. Okay, I can. Okay, yeah, let's do that. All right. Oh, so close. All right. So what happened during my trip was that I was walking along the beach, going to my favorite places to eat in the area, and all of a sudden I just noticed my legs were just tired. And coming from somebody who doesn't have a car, who uses an e-bike to go everywhere, and I actually pedal. I'm not one of those scrubs who just lets the throttle go. I was struggling, and I was like, "Why am I struggling? And why do I feel like crap at work?" And I knew it wasn't because came back from vacation. I was like, "Oh, okay, wait, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. That my legs feel like crap, and I feel like crap." And I was thinking to myself, like, my legs are tired. Have I walked that much in a day before? And I have. And I've done running. Um, when I was skinnier. Now that I'm like way fat, but I just said to myself, no, there's something wrong. There's something wrong, and I immediately turned to the question of, when was the last time I walked 10,000 steps in a day? And seriously asked myself that. I was like, wait, I don't remember the last time I walked 10,000 steps a day. And I think the last time I did was on my vacation. But even if I were to go backward and say, okay, what about before then? I have no idea. I have no idea when the last time I took 10,000 steps in a day prior to my vacation. And so I said, you know what? Screw this. I immediately, because I'm using a Pixel 7. This is how I'm streaming. So I put back on Google Fit, because I didn't even know if it worked. Like, apparently it wasn't working, and then now it works. So I said, okay. I put back on Google Fit, and I just said to myself, okay, you know what? 10,000 steps a day. No matter what, 10,000 steps a day. And no excuses. I don't care if I work out. I don't care if I come home late. It's 10,000 steps a day. And since then, okay, you know what? I think they're gonna use. I think they're gonna use Minotaur. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, we got rid of him. All right. So, yeah, that Wednesday, I put back on Google Fit on my phone, and it's not because of Google Fit, so to speak. It's just more of, I need a pedometer, and that was kind of like the easiest thing that I could say. Okay, put a pedometer in there, and I was thinking about just like buying another Fitbit, because the Fitbit I had broke after 9 months. That sucks, because I don't want a phone. I don't want a watch, and I don't want any excess. I just want a pedometer. That's all I have. I just want a pedometer that I can just say, okay, how many steps have I taken today, and that's it. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about my mood swings, my whatever, my horoscope, any of that, past scrub, I don't care. I just want a pedometer. So I put back on Google Fit, and I said, okay, we're going to do 10,000 steps a day. And no matter what. And last couple of days, like, right before I started streaming now, I just came back, ended up doing a walk to one of the local pizzerias. Now, I didn't get pizza, but I knew that it was kind of far enough where I think it ended up being about 10,000 steps, and I was correct. So now I know, now that I have a barometer of, okay, where to go during the week, I can just use that. Okay, go back, go to the pizzeria, and come right back. And I just do that. I'm fine with that. And then on the weekends, if I'm not going to a tournament, I can just go. I can just go to the beach, and then yeah, I can just go to the beach and just do 10,000 steps there, and it'd just be easier. Or not easier, but it'd just be much more scenic. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. So that's kind of my thing now. Is there's one more thing too, but yeah, that's kind of the thing where I'm gonna make this a thing where I am going to do 10,000 steps in a day, even if I work out, because I just didn't want to have that feeling of being. I didn't want to have that feeling of being my legs being taken out or whatever, or being wobbly. It just sucked. It just sucked having that feeling. Yeah. So I could have played. Yeah, I think they're gonna hit all three. Raging. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Okay. All right. So we got Raging. Okay. Yeah, we have to take the guarantee. Actually, can I? Two, and I get five. Okay. Yeah, let's. Okay, I'm gonna use regular super. Okay. All right, so we get one. Now I'm worried about. Now I'm worried about Reaper. I almost want to use a super. Yeah, because they're gonna target. Man, this is tough. Okay. Yeah, let's. Okay, we're gonna use Mayhem Super now. Let's see what we. Oh, and in the burn. Okay. All right. If Reaper survives this, we are good. Nope, doesn't survive it. That's a bummer. Yeah, and they got 2 KOs out of it. That was yeah. So that and right when we got to Platinum 5. Oh, this. Right when we got to Platinum 5. So we're 0-2 in Platinum 5. Right. So that is the that's the thing that I'm kind of working on now. Oh, that was the other part about the walking. So it would take away from my chess study because I would have that hour or whatever that time when I'm walking to go to study, whether it's review my games or do whatever other exercises I was going to do. So what I did was take my note card, like a book of note cards, with me while I'm walking, and they're all a bunch of chess puzzles. But I don't know what the puzzles look like. It's not like a picture of a puzzle and then good luck. It is the it's the written locations of all the pieces on the board, and every puzzle is a mate in one. And in my head, I have to figure it out. So I'm doing that as I'm walking, like I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Actually, I'm envisioning in my head. Okay, what's going on here as I'm going through uh, the the puzzles, the positions that are just written out, and I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I wonder if I could. Yeah, I probably could. I could probably turn off the game and then show what one of these are. But let's take care of this first. Oh no! I targeted Ash who hadn't moved. I'm bad. Yeah, we may lose this. And Reaper has no health. That's a problem. Okay. Yeah. We might be in big trouble here, but let's see. Okay. All right. So RJ. Yeah, okay. It's out of the way. I can't believe I burned both of them. That's a bummer. Now I think yeah they may use Ash here, so let's go with a turret. Okay, Ash should be gone. Yep. Okay. All right. Now they use Minotaur, so I'm kind of off turn. Okay. We'll use Reaper. Oh, Reaper has a super? Okay, then that works. Alright. We'll just do that. I'm hoping that is... Yeah, they use their Star Arrow. Or RJ. Don't think gets both of them. Okay. But everything is very touch and go here. Yeah, because if they get 2 KOs, then we're going to be in big trouble here. So let's just use a soup. Let's just get Marty on the board now. Yeah. I don't think they can use Minotaur. Oh, they can. Oh, shoot. All right. I mean, it's risky. Yeah, okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah, that was just bad management by them. Did we get 2? I think we... All right, well, if Minotaur was on the poison, then... Oh, okay, never mind. All right. I counted the poison afterward. So with the... Actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it. But I will... I'm back promoted. I'm going to be teetering between both of these. Okay, let me see if I can show it here. Yeah. So here, this is what one of the cards looks like as I'm walking. Is this mate 1? Yeah, so what I would do is I would look at these cards as I'm doing my walk to get 10,000 steps. And then I would say, okay, what is the answer? And you see I have Google Fit on here. Yeah, and that's how I would do the exercise. I mean, I will walk and solve puzzles at the same time. And it turns out that like I can average about 12 attempts during my 10,000 steps. And I would like to get more, but at the same time, I also want to make sure I'm correct. It's not like I'm speed running through the cards because I want to make sure that when I'm solving them, I get them correct. And if not, then I have to figure out, okay, why am I missing this? So that's the, yeah, that is the thing that I am really like. I'm able to do two things at once. I'm able to get my 10,000 steps in, and I'm going to be able to still study some chess in some form. That's the whole goal behind it, because I don't want to sacrifice one for the other. I can do both, and I don't want to get a treadmill. I freaking live near the beach, and just I'm like 25 minutes away from the beach on a bike, so I can yeah. So there's that. Yeah. So the thing about it is that my new system of studying, I've told myself to commit 6 months to it, because I've heard other pro chess players say that in 6 months they've seen a noticeable difference in their performance. And so I just started this. This is week 2 of 6 months, which actually works because at the end of 6 months, November is going to be my last tournament. At the beginning of November is going to be my last tournament of the year, because I'm going on a trip overseas, and then I'll be able, yeah. So that would actually be a good assessment to say, okay, in 6 months, at my last tournament, this is what I changed up my approach, and this is what happened. My goodness, they barely took any damage. The heck? Okay, I gotta move Reaper back. Actually, who moved? Oh, it was Reaper. Okay, so we can just go for this. Might use a shield, yeah. Even though. Okay, so we still got rid of Reaper. All right. Took 3 hits to get rid of Reaper. All right. Now, I'm going to wait on Marty, because there's still a turn on the board. So let's go here with Miss Pele. Oh my goodness, please get both of them. Thank you. And the poison, and that should be it. Yep, okay. All right. Haven't had an easy win like that in a while. So. Okay. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to exit, but yeah. So that's kind of what's been going on with me lately. I just been, I mean, there's so much I want to do, and I realize how much finite time I have to actually do it, that some things just have to fall by the side. Like the other day, I bought a couple of yo-yos. Like I used to have a ton of yo-yos as a kid, even though I could only do like maybe 3 tricks. And that's because I just never put in the time to like really train and how to get good at yo-yoing. I just never put like the time. I always just had it for fun, and it was one of those things where I want to get better, and I kind of wished it, and that's never a way to get better by wishing. So yeah. But that's one of the things where if I'm going to try to grow the channel and get better at chess, then there's only so many things I can do, and yeah, it's okay. I kind of like where I am at the moment. I should say I like where I am at the moment. Oh, I was trying to hit the turret. Let's go with we gotta hit the barrels. Ooh, please. Oh, I hit. Okay, that's fine. We just get rid of the shield and yeah, do that. And they're both burning, so yeah. Ooh, nice. Okay. All right, so we can't go after Val. So let's get a turret on the board. Yeah, yeah. Now let's get a turret on the board. How will they? Okay, yeah, they're gonna play Patra Overwatch, I believe. No, okay. Ooh, that's unfortunate because we could attack Petra now. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna burn a turn here with Reaper. And will they play Minotaur? They do. And just missed. Okay. That's fine. Well, they're poisoned, so at some point, yeah, they're gonna be in trouble here. So let's go with another. Let's go with another turret. Yeah. Let's see how they answers. Okay, they're gonna put a shield. Yeah. All right, there goes Petra. And Val lost her shield. All right, now we can go Reaper and try to end it here. Okay, they have Raging. I don't think they're gonna use the super. Yeah. Okay. All right, that works. Okay. Okay, I feel like we're in a good spot now. There wasn't much else I was going to say. Yeah. Other than now, I do feel a lot better getting 10,000 steps in, and not a oh I just at the end of the day I just looking oh I had 10,000 steps, but it's an actual purpose driven 10,000 steps. Like I'm coming home off from work and immediately going for a walk with the goal of getting 10,000 steps, and it feel that feeling when I'm done is like has over the last couple of days has been like so good. Okay, I might go get some juice while the first round runs. Yeah, although yeah, I think I might wait. Okay, I'll probably wait after this game. Okay, so Miss Pele here. Okay, they play Reaper. Interesting. Ooh, okay, so I can play this Reaper over here and try to get some damage. Can I KO? Oh, yeah. Okay, yep. You're gone, buddy. All right. Okay. I don't think he's going to use super. Yeah. Why did it say that? Why did it say the Reaper was going to KO the other Reaper? That's so. All right, fine. I mean, that's a bummer because yeah. Because now I think Reaper's gonna yeah. That's yeah. Okay, so this should be set. Get rid of Reaper, and then we're good to go. Yeah. All right. Let's see if anybody comes within the vicinity of their Reaper. Nope. Okay. All right, so I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm going to get me a drink. All right. I was going to get pineapple juice, but since I don't have a girlfriend, I'll skip it. No, I'm kidding. All right. Let's get some water. Got some water, and then, yeah. Let me see who won the... Oh, okay. So Winnipeg won. All right. Oh, no, not over yet. I just jinxed it. Okay. So I... See, the good thing about Bump Superbrawl is I could just, like, talk about stories. Talk about personal stuff. And it doesn't interfere with the games. Because, like, Clash, I still have to... If I'm not playing my main lineup, I have to pay attention and talk through it. Or like if I'm playing chess, you just can't expect me to do anything else. So I might have mentioned it's like there's like a lot of stories I do want to talk about, but I don't know yet. I honestly don't know yet. I'm not gonna use super. Oh yeah, oh that's right. So I used to use it. I don't know why I don't know why I question this. Like I used this strat before I switched to Marty. I don't. I don't know why I'm like. Oh, why do people use Dragora first play? Of course, because Dragora can use a super. Okay, we'll go this way because that way the barrel close to Marty stays healthy. Okay, and there goes. Okay, there goes Dragora. So they can't do any more poison. Although the Tesca, no, they brought back Enragement. So let's go. Let's just attack Izzy here. Even though I don't think we... Yeah, okay, we'll be able to here. They're not going to be doing it. They're going to be able to do anything. Okay. So we'll switch everybody over. I really would hate to... Oh, no, it's going to back up. Oh, no. Okay. I'd really... Yeah, I'm going to waste the turn. This is risky because Miss Pele and Marty are like right near... Yeah, that was the risk. That was the risk. But I think we have to look at it. Okay. So that's an easy target. So let's see what they do. Are they going to play Raging? They play Raging and the Poison. So, okay. All right. That's... I think we're fine. We are not fine. Oh, no. We're fine. Okay, so it's 3-3. All right. Perfect. Okay. We're fine. Nice. Good. Oh, everybody... Okay, so everybody's at full health. And we got Marty back. So... Or, no, Marty lost health. That's a bummer. Okay. I'm going to play a regular turret. And then... Actually, no. We can play a super. We can play our super. And let's see what we get. Oh, no. Okay. So now it's kind of set up... All right, we have to... I gotta put Mayhem in the circle. Oh man, this is gonna... Okay, this is a risk, but I'm willing to go for it. Oh, please. Oh my goodness, that worked. I can't believe that worked. That we got 2. And we needed it. Okay. I can't believe that worked. And we got 2. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, unexpected, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, Bump Superbrawls allowed me to tell stories, and there's. I don't know how far I want to take the storytelling. That's the thing, because like, I could talk about competitive gaming before it became truly esports. You know, esports of what it is today. I could talk about my past lives, being in the like. Funny thing is, 15 years ago, and I was just talking to my mom about this this afternoon because we call each other a lot. We were talking for about an hour, and it's crazy how like 15 years ago. I'll probably elaborate this on a different on a later stream. How 15 years ago, at one point in my life, I was down to $31 and a beat up truck. And today, somehow, by, you know, I honestly would say it's a miracle that, you know, I am very fortunate to have a well-paying job. I have a house. I live in the city that I want to live in. And I got myself out of whatever hell that I was dealing with, and it's crazy because if you had asked me this in 2010, I would have said you are out of your mind. You're out of your mind thinking that any of this was possible. Because I was just thinking of, oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, so just put the shield on. I was just thinking, like, how are we gonna get out of this? How am I gonna bounce back and become somebody again? Because I end up being a nobody, and it just sucked. That was the sad part about it. It's like, when you're down to literally nothing, literally nothing. I could tell the story. I probably will tell the story. Well, no. Have I told the story about how... I'm trying to think. Did I tell the story about how I bought the same pair of shoes 3 times? I might have told the story, but I don't think it's saved in any of the... I know I didn't talk about it, like, because I have Brawl Stars story time on the playlist here, but I don't think I've talked about that specific story where, yes, I literally bought the same, and I'm not saying like, oh, it's when I say the same pair of shoes, I'm saying the exact pair of shoes 3 times. And that's how, at one point, that's how desperate I was. Where I was, yeah, I mean, I was that desperate. Where I paid for, yeah, you know, I'll probably talk about this. I'm going to write a note, next stream, I'm going to talk about, like, that. I'll talk about how I bought the same pair of shoes 3 times when my life was falling apart. There's stories like that. I mean, I can even tell you like the day Oh, I played the same person again. Okay. I mean, I could probably talk about the day I left LA, which I thought was for good. That day sucked. I was on a, uh, I, yeah, I just, it was just bad. Uh, I talked about, I mean, I could probably talk about the day that, I mean, yeah, there was levels of depression, but it was also like, I mean, there was a moment, like a couple weeks after I left LA, where I just, that something just triggered in me that was like, nope, all right, I'm figuring out how to get out of this. I'll probably talk about that too. I could probably talk about the big decision I made to move back to my hometown. I mean, not, so when I left LA for the first time 15 years ago, I went to a very remote and very racist town here in Northern California. Like you think uh, some of the some states are like there's some cities here in California that are redder than the South. 100%. Not kidding you. There's that. There's why I decided to get into journalism and why I quit. Although I will say this: the why I quit or why I decided to leave for um, to leave the business entirely. That I've always said, if I get to 10,000 subscribers, I will tell that story. But until then, I am going to hold that story because I want that to be something. Because I know a lot of people have, a lot of people thought I, oh jeez, I moved Marty to get out of the poison, and she still gets a bit of poison. All right, fine, it's okay. I'll have to take. Oh, should I take the guarantee? No, man. Okay, yeah, I think I'll take the no. This is tough. Yeah, I'll take the guarantee. Yeah, we're in trouble here. I'm wondering if we'll lose two. Okay. All right. So, hold that thought. Okay, I'm going to do this because we're going to get the guaranteed KO. So I'm going to play Overwatch with Patra here. And let's just see how they act. Are they going to go after Miss Pele? Ooh, they moved their Miss Pele. Okay, into the cone. Oh, not in the cone. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're in trouble. Okay, the only positive is that... Yeah, the only positive is I can get Miss Pele out of the way of Dragora and then attack like this. Okay, went into the sphere. Okay. Went into the cone and got it. And got... Rats. Okay. Okay, so that worked. Okay, do we have time for one more? No, actually, we got promoted, so I'm gonna end it here. Okay. Okay, so we're in Platinum 6. So I think we're 2 away from 7, 8, and then we get to Diamond. Okay. So I don't know if we're going to make it in the next 4 days, but we're going to try. So yeah. And like I said, there will probably... I'm going to try to start doing some stories here. So that, I have some... I can probably split it up and do some extra content that way. Because in terms of regular videos, I'm not sure if I'm going to be going back to doing regular videos. Just because the shorts content has just popped off so hard. Like, really hard. That I'm probably just going to focus on that. So anyways... I'm going to end it here. We're done for stream today, and this was a lot of fun. Okay, so if you're watching this live, I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button and please consider subscribing before you go. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe button. Super thank me if you can, and